Well, hello, kids, dreamers, and jammers. Welcome to another episode of Park Streamers Hangout. We have another wonderful special episode for you with lots of friends tonight. So before we get started, let's go ahead and go around the room here at Theme Park Casual. We want to let everybody know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on YouTube, X, and Instagram, all of them at Theme Park Casual.
Thank you. And Mr. Bob Berry plays 28.
I know it changed this week. You guys can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook, all on Berry Place 28.
And Cordy in California, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, Twitch, and I say Blue Sky, but you might find it there. But, all right, so before we get started, I'm so happy to see all of you in the chat. We just want to welcome everybody in. But first, thank you, Weird Old Man, for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so very, very much. And I've got all the names here because we want to make sure that we let everybody know, congratulate you, and make sure you're using those emojis. So congratulations to Christy P.H. Disney, Just Nita, Ross and Found, Adventures in the Bay, Chris Chavez, Allison, I lost it, Allison, Wonderland 1, Ronnie, Brother Jackson, and Gary.
That's awesome.
To you all.
So congrats, everyone, and thank you again. We've got flags in the chat for Weird Old Man.
Absolutely. Thank you, Weird Old Man.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I know.
Sorry, I'm doing things behind the scenes. I'm like, okay, talking to myself.
All right.
Very professional here, kids.
Yes. As always.
I'm not going to make fun of Bob at all because he does all the tech stuff. And if it was me, there'd be fire and flames all around me right now. So,
I can make that happen behind you right now. Hold on one second.
Oh, no.
That's all we need.
So as you guys know, last week we had Belle, the CHOC Walk ambassador, last Monday. Tonight we actually have Zach Abrams, VP of, and now I'm flubbing because we were talking about it.
AVP of CHOC. Woo!
Yeah, I was going to say communications for CHOC. Yeah, so let's bring him on. Let's get the show started.
Sorry, real quick. Did you want to say hi to the chat real quick?
Oh, yeah, we forgot to do that. Okay,
yeah, sorry.
I got really excited. I was like, let's go.
Let's see. We got Rachel Castro. Welcome in. Mike Beachman, who had a birthday yesterday, everyone.
Yeah,
so please wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah, we got Michelle DiDicola, Spaceship Ears. Good to see you. Chad Pritchard, Jungle Cruz, Hannah Rose, Lynn, Tammy Dulaney. Who else do we have? Mitch's Ventures.
We got Slippy and Slappy in the chat, also known as BB6 Dave and Mattercam Matt.
I think that's so funny. That's awesome.
Jungle Cruz, welcome in. EXP626, Brianne B. Got a bunch of friends. Tom F. What was that one?
Oh, Jurassic World 7.
Jurassic
Tyler.
World 7.
There we go. Buddy Hepburn.
Chad
Hey, Theme Park
Pritchard.
Casual's here.
Oh, great.
I know. Brianne B.
Pie with Queen Twish, welcome. Fire Dragon 57, Josh Dot 35.
Jennifer Beausoleil.
We've got Lynn, one of our Team Park streamers.
We have Tom F. Robert Sprite. Fire Dragon 57. How are you? Josh Dot 35. Did you say that?
Queen J Ray, also one of our Team Park streamers. Adventures with Roto Commish.
Very cool.
Disney Love, welcome. Got a whole bunch of you guys in here. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in.
Good to see you, Jason. I think we caught up to everyone now.
I think we caught everybody. If not, say hi again, and we'll try to catch you as we go through the rest of the show, everybody.
Awesome. All right. Well, do you want to do the intro again?
You're pushing it with me. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Let's bring him out. Zach Abrams, VP of.
Yay.
Hey.
There he is.
Hello, how are you, Park Streamers?
I'm doing well.
We are doing fantastic.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
This is awesome. I've enjoying this. So a little bit about me. I've been at CHOC for about 19 years now, soon to be celebrating going into that 20th. And I have had the pleasure and the privilege for all this time to work on the CHOC Walk in the Park, amongst many other exciting events that we do out in the community to raise funds for CHOC Children's Hospital and all the kids and families that we serve that cover up to 5 counties. So we're pretty big. We have about 2.5 million children that rely on us. So I get to do a little bit of fundraising, but work with a lot of really great organizations and individuals out there, like the Disneyland Resort, and all you amazing people that are doing incredible things to help us accomplish our goal and mission. So it's just really exciting, and I'm excited to be here with you. I know you kind of came out of nowhere in the last 2 years and really have blown up and really had a huge impact. So thank you. We truly appreciate all that you do, and it really is an honor to be here with you tonight.
Wonderful. Well, we're honored to have you. So thank you so much for being here. We're in the final stretch before the walk. So just getting everybody pumped up for that last push.
Yep. Well,
you can,
Well, it's awesome. I hear you have some great things and tricks up your sleeves too. So I can't wait to see.
Since you brought it up, we do actually. So before we get into the Q&A with Zach tonight, we wanted to go over something with all of you. First of all, let me bring up this on the screen. And whoops, that's not it. Let me click on this one. There we go. All right, so this is our team page for the Park Streamers. You guys are so amazing. Look at this. We are up to $32,951. We are just shy $49 from hitting $33,000 raised for the CHOC Walk.
So amazing.
Guys, it is amazing. I mean, we've been talking about it. We had 14 people on our team last year, and we raised $14,000 even, which was incredible. And this year we have 23 people on our team, and you guys have all been amazing, all of our team members. And we can't say thank you enough to all the people who have helped support us, because you guys have helped us raise all this money. We've more than doubled what we made last year in donations for the CHOC Walk. And what's really great too is, and Zach, I don't think we shared this with you, but Danny reached out to our rep at CHOC, and we will be walking for an angel. Her name is Emmy, and we're honored to walk for her. And we've having a sign made up for her. And then once we're done, we're going to have the whole team sign the back of the sign so we can donate it to the family, Emmy's family, so they'll have something to remember her by after the CHOC Walk this coming Sunday that we have. So that is truly awesome and amazing. Some of you have been doing some incredible things, and I want to share a couple of things that you guys have been doing out there. Oops, let me see here. Let me stop sharing that. And I'm going to go ahead and share this instead. Give me 1 second to bring it up. So I know that some of you have been trying to raise money in different ways. This is an awesome picture where we had Jen from Donnyland. She was out there with George, and I think Theme Park Casual was there. And they were out on a raft, and they were basically, every time they got a donation for CHOC, they would go on the Grizzly River Rapids. Let me tell you, that's one way to get soaked at the park. But Donnyland did an amazing job of doing that. Rob Ola did something crazy. He went on Tiana's Bayou Adventure several times as well. And then our friends over, and I don't have any pictures of that, sorry, Rob, but our friends over at Goofy Guy Adventures, they got some, that's a guy in the front right there who's giving the hang 10, and it's got the button on his hat. That's Larry. Larry came with the idea of anyone that donated, I think it was a $20 or $25. I think it was $20 to the CHOC Walk Fund. He would go around the rivers of America and row in the canoe. So you guys came up with some amazing ideas to raise money by doing challenges. Some people did raffles, and others just did challenges. Some of you reached out to friends and family, but regardless, whatever you guys did was amazing, because you really dedicated yourselves to going out, having fun, and doing this, and that is quite incredible.
And the Living Dead fam, they did the wheel.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
The Mickey Wheel of Death, the Pixar Pal around. So, and you know what's funny? I was actually there, and I was waving at Living Dead Dad, and he was so oblivious. He was like looking around, and he wasn't talking on stream. And I'm like, over here, but he couldn't see me. I was going to take a picture, but I didn't. But it was really, really funny because he kept going around and around and around. I was with my daughter and her friend that day, a couple friends. But yeah, it was so great to see all of you out there doing different things, and that was so amazing. Now, one of the things that happened last year with us is that we actually had someone approach us and say, hey, I'd really like to do a guitar for the Park Streamers team. He wanted to do it for me, Danny, and Cordy, and said, hey, I'm going to build this thing. I'm going to spend my own money. It's going to cost me, a couple $1,000s to do this, but I want to donate this to CHOC Walk. And then not only did this person decide to make this guitar, but then he reached out to other people in our community who are not Park Streamers to build a case and a strap and all sorts of artwork and all sorts of things just to put this whole package together. And so what it was is we started talking about this, and if you donated $200 between my channel, Danny's channel, or Cordy's channel, you would be entered to win this amazing guitar and the case that comes with it. Now, I will tell you that I did receive the guitar and the case today. So I was so excited to see it. Danny and Cordy have not seen it in person, but we wanted to reveal it to you guys today. So we're encouraging all of you who are in the chat to take the time to donate to all of our fellow teammates. We are trying to get everyone up to $125 or more so they can walk with us at the CHOC Walk. However, if you are interested in entering the raffle for the guitar, if you donate $200 between any three of our channels, Cordy, Theme Park Casual, or Barry Place 28. So if you donate $50 to my channel, $100 to Cordy's channel, and $50 to Danny's, that's $200 across your channel. You'll be entered into the raffle. And we already have several individuals who have qualified for that raffle, and it's pretty amazing. But before we ask Zach a bunch of questions, let's go ahead and reveal to you guys what the actual case looks like and the guitar inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute my mic here, and I'm gonna go to my gimbal. I'm gonna take this over. So guys, give me 1 second to do that.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned it, but this was completely done by Tom. You guys know him in the chat, Tom F. He just took it upon himself to do this. He wasn't asked. He just said, you know what, I want to do something really cool to help you guys raise money, and did something that just is beyond amazing. And I've only seen pictures, and Bob has already told us that in person it's even more gorgeous than the pictures that we've seen. So I'm dying to see this. And me and Corey, he hasn't shown us the interior of the case.
No, yeah, we're still.
So this is going to be kind of a reveal for us as well. So I'm dying to see what the inside of the case looks like.
All right, are you guys ready for this?
Yes, drum roll.
Serious, let's go.
Here we go. We are about ready to witness something really cool, and that is this case. It's a pirate's chest.
Oh,
Look at
no
that.
way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
That
funny.
is insane.
Give me 1 second. My camera is not working right.
That is like,
there we go.
That is like insane.
Not mirroring. But here's the reveal. Once you undo the latches.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
This is
that's the strap.
Top part of the case. So you'll see that we have a lighted lid.
Unbelievable.
Whoa.
We have a car. We also have a piano. And we also have a train with Mickey.
Aww.
So this all represents Disneyland.
Gosh.
Go and Shogi actually created these paintings of Mickey,
Unbelievable.
Donald,
Oh my goodness.
and Goofy. All right.
Nice.
Wow.
We have a license strap with Mickey, Minnie, and Tigger. We have our Park Streamers button on the strap.
Yay.
And this is a little bandana that comes with it that Velcros. All right. By the way, if it's dark enough in here, this does have a sensor so that it automatically lights up when you open the case.
Jeez.
However, it's a little light in here.
Another level. Wow.
All right. Now let's see what's on the bottom part of the case.
So this is like a multi-level case. This is so crazy. Yeah, the lining was Mickey Mouse heads. So.
All right, you guys ready for this one? I'm going to have to turn the light on for this one. But this is going to be cool.
Oh my Lord.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
That has got to be the most plush case I've ever seen.
Oh,
you guys hear the
music? Is that playing from the case?
It is.
Oh my God. It's a music
plays
box.
the Pirates of the Caribbean music.
No way. Look at that.
Dang. That is so
And
God, all the
it plays
lights
one
and
more
everything.
thing. Hold on one second. I got to reset it.
Look at the bear built into the top. Oh my gosh. It's etched in like that, or carved in. That is incredible.
That is so cool.
A Choco is right there. Wow. Oh, this is incredible. You're going to have to come on to Seacrest Studios and share this with the kids.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
Laser etched. And then we got a little Choco laser etched right there.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
So,
careful.
Let me share this with you.
It is just beautiful. Look at the color and the
let me turn my light on.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. This is the...
I'm dying to see it in person because the glitter in the paint is just amazing.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Park streamers.
Look at it.
God, that looks so good.
A lot better in
beautiful.
person.
It's just the craftsmanship and the thought and the detail. It's just that's wow. Wow.
Look at the tiger stripes.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Oh.
So it's a great guitar. Really,
absolute
really
honor to even just have Theme Park Casual on that guitar. That is crazy.
Yes.
That is just so cool.
Yep.
I hope I win.
Wow.
Now, I will show you there's a little bit more to the case. By the way, these are magnets.
Oh, nice.
Again, you can turn them on or off.
They thought of everything, man.
Also, you have this compartment. This is where the speaker comes from.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very nice.
Let me see if I can reset it. Hold on 1 second.
Well, while he's doing that, I just wanted to let you guys know we just got 2 more donations.
Nope. 2 more donations.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm trying to get the music going. I'll get it going in a moment. But we do have some tools in here. We have USB charge cables. We have the tuner instructions. And we have the string type. I will tell you, my neighbor came over and played it. And he said, "Oh, this is already tuned." And I said, "It is."
Wow.
So it's ready to go. Let me see if I can get this to go again.
And thank you, SoCal Sports and Deborah Moorhead.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're over 33,000 now.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Wow.
I am floored by this. This is so crazy.
Well, this is amazing. However, I do want to point something out, just to let everyone know, since you're bidding or renting this raffle. This arrived from UPS today, and unfortunately, there was a little damage. So there are some little grooves that have been added to this. However, it
Little
looks weathered,
character.
and it looks like an old treasure chest.
It
Yeah.
So
does.
even though it's not nice and smooth over here like it is, there's just a few scratches that make it look a little weathered. So I just want everyone to be aware of that. But regardless, this is an amazing case. I mean, when I saw what was in here, I was like, this is cool.
I mean, that's
But I
adorable.
have one more thing to share. If you thought that was cool, when you actually look at the feet of this,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to see who made this. And I got to set it up. Izzo made it.
Izzo's place. Nice.
So our good friend Izzo's place.
Wow.
So he actually put his name as the feet.
That
On
is
the case.
really cool.
That's a nice touch.
Amazing.
So I hope you guys love it as much as we do. I want to say a big shout out to Tom F, Izzo's
Yes.
place, and Go and Shogi for taking the time to build a guitar, a treasure chest case, and all the artwork that goes inside.
Mhm.
Yes, thank you guys. This is beyond amazing.
Just incredible.
Absolutely floored. Yeah, just round of applause for you guys.
Yes.
Just so cool. Like I said, to have the theme park casuals name on there, alongside Berry Place and Cordy, of course, that's just humbling for me. That's so crazy to see it.
It's just incredible that somebody would do that. Just build something and create something so beautiful, unique, and special.
Yeah.
To be used as a tool to raise money for children in our community. It's incredible. I hope I can meet those individuals because it's stunning. It really is. So how do you enter? What's the process? Where do we go? Because I'd like to. I want to win it. I don't even play guitar. So.
If you total up $200 worth of donations across mine, Cordy's, and Bob's channel, you are entered, and it goes in multiples. So if you donate 400, that's 2 entries.
Okay.
So that's how you get entered for it. And shortly after the CHOC Walk, I'm not exactly sure if we have chosen the day when we're going to do the raffle, but it will be shortly after the CHOC Walk that we will be raffling it off on one of our park streamers live streams. And it will go to whoever is that lucky winner. And Queen J Ray asked in the chat, what happens if you're a winner, but you don't really want the guitar to, you'd rather have it go to, we can, I suppose at that point you can decide if you have somebody that you would like to gift it to. You can do that, or we can just do a respin and give it to the next winner. So I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. So,
or donate it to CHOC,
or donate it to CHOC. And
beautiful. And the case. I mean, Pirates is like one of my favorite rides. So,
is it?
Oh yeah, you got me on that one. I was like, there's one ride I always want to go on, no matter what. I don't care what it's like outside. It's Pirates. So. It brings me back to childhood. So when I saw that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's a trip. And the music, I'm like, wow, it's beautiful. It's incredible. There's so much thought and love. I mean, how can you part with it?
Trust me, it's none of us actually entered any money to win this. So we're letting our donors, have the chance to get this, and hopefully, I'm sure whoever gets it's going to really cherish it and enjoy it. And we already have one person who said, if I win this, it is being donated to CHOC. So
Wow.
that's pretty cool.
Wow, it's amazing. It's a piece of art. It's just beautiful. It really is. It's stunning. We have a music therapy at CHOC, so immediately when I saw that, I thought of Eric, our music therapist, and what we do with music in our space is it's therapy. It's a chance for our kids to express. So that's really a beautiful, beautiful thing. So congrats. It's awesome. No wonder why you're raising so much money.
Trying to, but a lot of our teammates are raising a bunch of money too, and we can't say thank you enough to all of them. Our team is super cool and amazing. We have a lot of people from our team last year, and we have a lot of new people who've joined us, and it's just been an amazing team. So,
no, we're grateful. It's incredible. It's insane. So, CHOC Walk. You guys ready?
Yes.
Questions?
Alrighty. Yeah, so we have some questions that we wanted to kind of throw at you and find out a little bit more. So I'll just start. So as Assistant Vice President of Community Engagement at CHOC, you oversee a wide range of events. Can you share kind of what goes into planning and executing such a large variety of fundraisers throughout the year?
Oh gosh, well, CHOC Walk is unique. It really is. I get calls. I've gotten calls for the last 19 years from other organizations that have their own walks. For us, I think what's different and what we're so fortunate, just much like the beautiful gift that's been made for this fundraiser, that guitar, is that it really is our partnerships within the community, whether it be with partners like you or partners like Disneyland. For us, there's a lot of communication and creativity, a lot of volunteers. For example, with the CHOC Walk, it was created by volunteers in our community. It became more staff later as it grew, but for probably the first 20 some odd years, it was all volunteer driven. And from the planning, the creation. And so a lot of what we do still is intricate in how we work with our friends and in the community and our donors. And so a lot of that is, creating our story. We've learned a lot being such a longtime partner and friend with Disney. So one thing that I always want us to always be aware of is what's our story? How are we telling our story this year, and how do we weave and bring that all together? So we look at the various components of each of our events. And so we start to create that story, write that story every year, and every year for every single event, it's different. And I think for me, being there's so many different things that I enjoy and rewards that I get from being in such an incredible place. But part of that is that every year is a new chapter. And every event we get to share a different story. There's so many different things that we do at CHOC. There's so many areas and specialties and subspecialties, and beyond just medical care, social services, feeding kids, helping families, gas cards, being advocates and creating advocacy for kids that don't have someone who is in their corner. I mean, there's so much that we see being the children's hospital for our region. And that's something that I didn't know or realize. And I still learn something that we do every day that's different. So everything we do just comes back to the kids. It has to. And we try to tell the story of their journey. I know y'all met Belle last week. And one of the things that I love about Belle and how she shares her story, her journey, is Belle fought cancer. She's still in her battle, and she doesn't, if you notice, talk a lot about cancer. She talks about her journey and the various teams and specialists and the components that helped her along her healing journey. And that's, really what our events are about. And they really should be and always should be a reflection of the kids, the families, our care providers, in our community. And so that's my challenge every year, and I love it. And it's the best compliment is when somebody comes back and they say, wow, what a beautiful story. I connected. I remember why we were there. And so that's part of it. So we have a really beautiful portfolio of activities, and it changes from time to time. Obviously, CHOC Walk is, I would say, our one of our oldest. We have a guild that has one of the longest running events in Orange County. That's our Mother Goose Guild, and they do our holiday brunch, which is in every December. And then, gosh, I want to say our newest is our CHOC Let's Talk Mental Health Luncheon. So we know our kiddos are really, challenged with mental health and learning coping skills. And so our approach is to try to get out there, fight the stigma, provide tools, information, and resources. So, we know we can never build enough rooms or have enough services. It's going to take the whole community. So one of the ways that we are doing that is through our newest luncheon. And so we're excited about that in October. But it's just every year it's a little different. Even though it might be the same name on the event, we struggle, we strive, we work hard, we challenge ourselves, and we get really creative and try to see how we can tell a new story.
Wonderful.
Awesome. So obviously, CHOC Walk is one of the most beloved events in Orange County. What makes this year's CHOC Walk special, and what do we have to look forward to this year?
Well, in partnership with the Disneyland Resort, it's the 70th anniversary. So, and when I say partner, I mean, they really are. We're not just renting a space. We don't walk into this and, hey, here's our contract, here's some money, and we're going to all rent the park for a day. Disney is our true partner. Walt Disney was there as a community leader when people came together over 60 years ago to say, we need a children's hospital in Orange County. And, it is the same as it is today. We are truly partners. And the thing that's wonderful about the relationship we have is they'll work on creating the experience. They have this incredible backdrop. We're in the park before it opens. How many folks get a chance to experience that? And they have some incredibly creative people that work on the opening moment. They think about every step that we're going to take throughout the resort. And then they integrate and implement all those characters and those activities. So we're really lucky that we literally have a team like no other in the world, creating all that magic and excitement and happiness. And just a little bit to share with you behind the magic, we don't even know until the week of or sometimes the day of what that's going to be. They have this incredible unveiling experience for us. So the great thing is it allows us at the foundation to focus on raising money because we have such a great partner that's creating this magical experience. And I mean, I don't want to say it's an easy thing to share, but it's like nothing you've never, ever seen or experienced until you do it. I've been talking about that a lot with people lately is, I think we think about the fundraising. We see these big numbers and these great prizes like Disneyland Resort Park Hopper tickets. And, you can see the resort is sprinkled, the magic of Disney, the artwork, our, CHOC Walk commemorative pin and our medallion. And even, Choco was designed and created by a Disney illustrator. So just every element is so intertwined and connected. And so, for us and for those families, for those caregivers, it might be your first time walking because you just love Disneyland. But then when you get there and you have a chance to see the T-shirts that all of the walkers and families and companies and community groups design, their logos, their names, the banners, the photos of the kids, you see the kids themselves, you quickly realize like we live in an incredible space and community. And the other thing I love about CHOC Walk is we have people from all over the world that come to experience this because there's nothing else like it anywhere. We've had, partner hospitals out where they have other Disneyland resorts or Disney resorts or parks. And it's truly something that's never been recreated. And people ask me, why do you think that is? And, it's our community. It's the place we live. And there's just so much love and interconnectivity and passion. And then once you kind of, do the walk one or two times, yes, it's really early. We're there at 3 or 4 in the morning, and we're lined up on Main Street with all the lights and the sparkle and the magic and the castle behind us. And just that energy and intensity. And you see the stage and the spotlights. And But then you quickly see all the families and the friends and the community coming together, and you realize on that stroll through, because you don't want to miss anything, you don't want to rush, you don't want to jog, there's no running. I always tell people this isn't a run. We are strolling through the park because we don't want to miss a single thing. And but the most beautiful part is just people coming together to help each other and celebrate children, celebrate those caregivers and friends, and in the community that supported them. Whether you're a new donor, you're a new walker, the fact that you're there, that you gave, that you showed up, just shows that you care enough to do it, and that you're making a difference. And there is some mom or dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, friend, neighbor that's just so grateful to have had that time, that cherished time with their loved one, or they're there now celebrating, or they're fighting like Belle was last year. And there's just nothing like it. I think it's the best part of being human.
That's so awesome. With so many signature events that you guys have, like the CHOC Gala, you got the CHOC Follies, you got the Taste of Downtown Disney. How do you and your team keep up the energy and creativity of going all year long? I mean, it's just amazing.
That's a really good question. We talk about filling our buckets a lot. And, we have a little, cheat. We get these, like today, our CHOC Walk check-in. I think you think CHOC Walk check-in, I'm going to go stand in line and have to pick up my shirt and stuff. But it's not like that. It's just like you meet really cool people. You get to meet the kids, the families, the stories. You hear about the different reasons and why they walk. Like for me tonight, just being with you fills my bucket. It gives me energy and joy to see the streamers and the folks in your world giving and supporting, to know that, people built that incredible, beautiful case and guitar and artwork. Took the time out of their day and their resources to give. How can I not be fulfilled and have energy? I mean, yeah, there's times where we get a little tired, and I think there's, just sometimes we get a little cranky with each other, but we know we're all there for the right reasons, and we're all, canoeing in the same direction, hopefully. Sometimes we get a little off, but, we pick each other up. And if we don't, definitely some of our mamas and papas and family members that come in to see us, they quickly remind us, why the work is so important. And I'm really lucky. I have an incredible team that I get to work with. Ashley, Winnie, Emily, Ronnie, Lindsay, Patty, Monique. And then there's a lot of the development team that you guys probably don't get a chance to meet, all our corporate friends, our friends in CMNH, and our donor services team that are there processing the gifts and doing all the technical stuff in the background. And even our ops person, Wayne, who was our COO for the foundation, he's always there helping us with contracts or anything we need or any hurdles. Even our finance department across the street, it's like, hey, we need to take care of this, whatever you need. I mean, it really is. It's like an army of people in the community coming together to help our kids. And so it's kind of hard to be burnout. Like, I know that sounds funny, but, I get a little tired. Like I'm lucky I get to go be on KTLA and help Belle for her special day tomorrow with Henry. And I'm going to be hanging out in the background watching and cheering her on. But I always say, like, when it's over, it goes by too fast. And I just wish I had more. And, I get to cry for good tears, and tears of joy. And, I always pinch myself because I think I'm so lucky to have one of the most incredible careers or jobs or whatever you want to call it in the world. And I try to share that passion and, remind our team, that, we're here for them. And, there's those days that are tough, and there's those days that you're like, wow, is this really what I get to do every day? Mm-hmm. So, but we do, we work really hard. And last year, I'm really proud to say our team raised over $12 million with the support of our community and our sponsors and folks like you all and all your streamers. And, that's a big amount of money. And I think if all the children's hospitals in the country, I would say we've got to be at least in the top 5, if maybe the top 3 for event department fundraising. So we're pretty lucky.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I can talk about it all day.
Well, that's great. That's why we're having you on, so we can hear that.
Yeah. No, and to think, like you said, it's a lot of work, right? A lot of work goes into making these things happen, but that just kind of fuels it, right? Like all the positivity and the good things that you're doing and seeing others bring. So that's pretty awesome.
Like the shirt I'm wearing, our family, our CHOC Walk ambassador, Team K, Kai Lualani, her mom and family, they raised the Polynesian, they're Hawaiian Samoan, and they did our CHOC Walk luau, our ambassador luau, and so she had these special shirts made. So every time I wear it, it's not just CHOC Walk, it's really representing the love from my ohana that I've made with our CHOC Walk families.
Wow, that's great. And I know that you work closely with there's 7 CHOC guilds, right?
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit about their role in supporting CHOC's mission, how their efforts contribute to like the fundraising events?
It's really awesome. So when Walt and several community members came together to, hey, we need a children's hospital here. The county's growing. What are we going to do? Can't drive to LA with all these kids. It's just, it's growing. We need our own. And so before the foundation was born, before the hospital was born, we had our guilds. And this group of women, just incredibly gifted, dedicated women. Some were spouses of physicians, others were leaders in the community, grandmas, you name it. And they all came together in the various areas of the county. So the names of the guilds, for example, like Mother Goose, I believe was the first, and Littlest Angel, Cinderella. There's a lot of connections there, as you can hear. The Tinkerbell Guild. We're all inspired from obviously childhood and Disney and the magic. And so they raised the first $1 million that was needed to build CHOC. And so part of the story of our history is we went to the Sisters of St. Joe's, just an incredible group of women. And we said, can you help us? And so they were willing to gift us the land. And they were in a campaign to help build out their hospital as well. So by working together and creating what was called the first shared services agreement, the first of its kind in the country, we knew that we could raise enough money to have the space and the facility to have a children's hospital. But we knew it was probably impossible to have those support services, like a surgery center, MRI, x-rays. I don't even know if we had MRIs back then, but all those things that you need to be a full hospital and labs. The Sisters of St. Joseph's were willing to share that with us. So we created the shared service agreement. And then when we finished raising that first $1 million with that group of incredible women and all the fundraisers they did back in their backyards and all over the community, then they gave us or sold us the building for $1. And that $1 is still inside their lobby today. And if you go to St. Joseph's, you'll see where the ER is there at Providence St. Joseph's. And that's the original CHOC.
Wow.
So my office is across the street, so I look at it every day, and it's just a reminder of where we came from. And these incredible women are still out there raising money. They raised over $1.3 million last year. And they were I call them the mothers of the CHOC Walk as well. So they, along with the Padrinos, which was a group of business individuals, they basically, that was how that was born. And we had, I want to say, a Disney VP of Dennis, who was the VP of HR at Disneyland. And I want to see also the president of Disneyland at the time, I think, was also Padrino. And so we had created the CHOC Walk, and they wanted to have $1 million fundraiser. That was the big goal. How can we raise $1 million? And so the walk kept going. We're at South Coast Plaza. We had lots of people coming out, raising $500,000-$600,000. And then they said, well, what if we bring it to the park? Would that help? And sure enough, boom, first $1 million event, and the rest is history. But those guild ladies, boy, they're out there. They're still just pushing and kicking today. They have some great events. The home tour, but I think one of the oldest fundraisers in Orange County is the Mother Goose Holiday Brunch, which is now the Guilds of CHOC holiday brunch.
Okay.
And so they've all come together, and it's really cool. They raffle off and auction off Christmas trees and wreaths, and it's just a fun day.
Very cool. Here's a question. CHOC Walk participants often have a personal connection to the hospital. How does that sense of community and purpose influence the planning and atmosphere of the event? Because you do kind of have to balance the rejoicing, the celebrating with the grieving, the remembering kind of thing. How do you strike that balance so that it's an inclusive event so that everybody feels loved?
It's a really good question. And I think you're one of the first people to ask me that in 20 years. And it's funny, I had a conversation with a team captain from one of our hospital teams today. And, I have to remind myself, and I always try to remind everybody that, again, the CHOC Walk is not a fundraiser. Yes, we raise money, but it really is a journey. It's a journey and celebration for our families and every child. And one of the things that we started as a tradition when we created our CHOC Walk ambassadors is we realized that, every child's different. Every family's journey is different. So we don't have a contest or an application. You won't find anything anywhere to become a CHOC Walk ambassador. So we had to figure out, okay, what are the things we need to be representing? Well, the story, the journey that talks about the services and care. We want to educate the community, right? About what their children's hospital provides, what's there for them. First and foremost, that family's journey, and that might be a journey of that's short, and it might be a journey that's chronic, it's long, and it might be a journey that becomes a celebration and a remembrance of their life here. And no matter whether that's a few hours, a few days, or several years, we make sure that we're always placing that love, that value, and that parent's joy and passion for their child at the front. So one of the traditions we have now is, it usually seems to be about every 5 years, we select one of our CHOC Walk families that's walking in remembrance of their child. And we share that journey and the way and their story in the way that they want. So it might be through a sibling, it might be through the family, and we want to make sure that we're sharing every story and we're representing every child. And that's one of the most beautiful things, there you go, that we can do to honor them. And then to just continuing to educate our own team members at the hospital, our sponsors, our folks, and really bringing it back to why we walk. And Emmy is why we walk.
Yeah, it was actually kind of interesting last year. I had always had a desire to create a little foundation or group or whatever that would walk for families that have uprooted their lives to get their child to a CHOC type of hospital, because sometimes they have to relocate to get the right care. And, a CHOC Walk happens and maybe they don't have family or friends in the area. It would be great to have their child see their name on a poster and a team of people rooting and cheering them on. And so when I reached out to Emily saying, hey, is there a family that we can, do that for? They came back and asked if we would walk in honor of the angels that have gone on.
Well, that is so awesome.
And then we found out, or at least I found out, I don't know if anybody else on the team had already known, but one of our teammates, their grandchild was at CHOC and is a CHOC angel. And it all kind of came together last year for us that from now on, we're always walking for the angels. And so every year now we will have at least one name given to us, and we will have a poster made for them, and we will be walking in honor of the angels and calling one of them out to let their family know that their little one is not forgotten.
Thank you. It's so important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and let Bob take it from here because I'm about to turn into a blubbering mess. And we don't need that right now.
It's beautiful, and thank you. I mean, that is that means so much to our families, and the beautiful thing too about the families just even working and loving and connecting and supporting each other, and you'll see that, and you'll see those connections, which you probably saw last year, is, you know, regardless, they are so supportive of each other, and they know that walk and that journey, and there's so much love and connectivity, and then you see that, you know, throughout. So it's just, thank you. That's one of the most powerful things I've seen. It's beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the CHOC Walk brings together supporters of all ages. So how do you ensure that the event remains family friendly, engaging, and meaningful for everyone involved?
It's the magic. So it really is. Gosh, it really is. You know, there's always lots of ideas and things that come along, and you know, again, coming back to, you know, what's important, and remembering to stay, you know, true north, right? You know, whenever something comes our way, an opportunity, I mean, sponsorship opportunities, fundraising opportunities. You know, I have an incredible boss and mentor, and, you know, she has this incredible gift of judgment, and is, you know, when I was young, is always super eager, and, you know, she let me make my mistakes and fall on my face and figure it out. And you know, I quickly learned that we always have to stop and just, you know, go back. Okay, is this for the mission? And so for us is always to remember and go back to, is this going to help move our mission forward? And does it add to and contribute? So I think, you know, everything that we do, and again, having such an incredible partner like the Disneyland Resort, I mean, KTLA, Chick-fil-A, so many of our sponsors, you know, I can go Bondi, there's so many, you know, even our sponsors, they're, you know, again, going back to Why We Walk, Wilson Automotive, there's just so many great partners. And I think that's us. And then we do have a group of families that we work with. A lot of them are our ambassador families. That, you know, we always bring things to them as well, and we say, what do you think about this? What do you think about that idea? And I really believe that that communication, that sharing, that stepping back from things has allowed us to always keep us, you know, focused on our mission and what's important. And I think just having a partner too, you know, like the Disneyland Resort that has so much experience in family entertainment, they really help us with some of those, you know, guardrails and direction. And you know, and not that they don't bend the rules a little bit on walk day, but I think that really helps us. And again, it's just always staying focused on the kids and the families and community. And it knock on wood, and a lot of magic and pixie dust.
Well, I think we've got plenty of magic and pixie dust backstage right now. So let's sprinkle a little more pixie dust out here and bring in some of our Part Streamers team.
All right. So we have Living Dead family. Oh, actually, sorry. Let me bring this back up. Living Dead family with us. Hi, Living Dead mom. How are you?
Hey there, really good.
Robola with Tiki there. How's it going? We got Michelle DiNicola. We have Jen's Crochet from Donnyland.
Hey, everybody.
Awesome. Hello. And we also have Slim Devin from Slim Devin Adventures here. Awesome. I think that's it backstage. So welcome, everyone. These are some of our teammates, Zach, and we wanted them to be able to say hi to you as we go into our last question, and obviously as we go into Q&A. But it's so amazing to be here. Any one of our teammates like to say something?
I just want to say something real quick, though. This is the amazing team that I could not have asked for any better teammates to join in something like this. These are the most amazing people. I've gotten to know them very well from hanging out at the park, from watching them on the live streams, some of them from walking alongside them last year. And to be counted among this group is humbling for me because they are such amazing people. I wonder if I'm the oddball in this. So to my team, all of you guys, thank you for joining me in this.
Thanks for getting me in the feels there, TPC. That was something.
Too funny.
And well, we have this is kind of our just final like question or that we had already ready, and it kind of ties in because we do have even some people on our team that this is the first time they're walking for CHOC Walk, or at least maybe in recent years. So for someone participating in their very first CHOC Walk this year, what advice or encouragement would you give them to make the most of that experience?
Oh gosh. That's a tough one. Try to get to sleep early. And plan your coffee and your morning snack, because that's always a little tricky. I know what I found is a lot of our walk teams and families have some really incredible tips and tricks and suggestions. I really encourage everybody to get out there on the blogs and stuff and share, because I learned so much from our families and teams and their ideas, everything from fundraising to just having that morning cup of coffee. There's so much going on and everything happens so early that just so that you're prepared, you're ready to go. And photographs, obviously, just with your video or photographs, be ready to capture all those incredible moments and all the surprises that Disney creates. It's just so many things around every corner. I'm always shocked. I didn't get a chance to actually ever do the walk. So I have never walked the walk. I've only been through a small section because I've always been working at the registration tent, or I've been up at the kickoff. And it wasn't until my 10th year that I actually saw the opening ceremony, and of course cried the whole time, and I still cry every year. But I think really thinking about like where you're going to take your photo with your team and your friends, if you have a favorite spot, be thinking about that. Kind of planning that morning. We always have some great opportunities from our friends at Downtown Disney, whether it's special discounts or something special with food and things like that. Pacing yourself if you're just a diehard and you're going to go back into the park. This last 2 years, I'm so excited. We have our new level at $375 that includes that park hopper ticket. Although I'm assuming some of you are probably pass holders. Magic keys. So, but if that's that family or somebody, this might be their one day all year that they go to the park, or they're visiting on their family vacation. And what a great way to help, your local children's hospital or help kids, and then get a chance to go back into the park. So that, we're really stoked to have that special opportunity. But, just to really just be in the moment and appreciate and look around. I had one person, and I was crying. It's one of my favorite photo mentries that I've ever seen. Is she was capturing the backs of all the CHOC Walk t-shirts along the way, and she bundled it and she posted it. And I wish I had saved it, because it was such a beautiful way to watch and experience and be part of that story. One of my dreams, and maybe this will be when I finally retire, I want us to have the CHOC Walk t-shirt museum, or the CHOC Walk t-shirt walk. So like taking over the Disneyland Convention Center and just literally having photos of the kiddos or the team, all of their t-shirts over the years and their story. And to be able to go through that and just, read all the people that you've been able to touch and impact and affect with all the money and resources that you've raised and brought to these kids and families. And when you see that, even when you're walking, you just quickly realize. I want to say it was the year we had the hurricane, and we were walking through. And one of my things that I love to do, because I get to experience the walk typically on social media afterward. So I'll be in bed, just exhausted, but I'll just sit and Google and just keep Googling until I can find every single thing that I can watch. And this one mommy, she didn't think she could raise the money, and she was able to do it. And I always tell everybody, call us. We'll help you. We'll help you figure this out. We'll get you there. And her comment was like, being able to see all the people there that were there walking and supporting, and for somebody like her and her son, and she had lost her son. He's an angel. And she just was so just taken by the fact that all those people showed up in a hurricane to walk. And she said, you know, it's like CHOC. They, you know, no matter what, you have to show up and be there. You know, doesn't matter what's going on or happening. You have to show up and be there. And that's just that, you know, it's just amazing. So thank you all for what you do.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I loved about last year, was getting to read some of the stories that were posted backstage when we went backstage at the park. You got to see some of the history and things like that. And I'm going to share a little moment and just kind of call out one of our friends. I think it was CL, one of our walkers last year. She sent a little video, and it was exactly what you were talking about. It was me walking through the park, but they were behind me watching me walk. And I was completely by myself. And I remember where that was and exactly what I was thinking, because it was right after all the history and everything. And I'm by myself walking, and there's all the Disney volunteers cheering you on and everything. And they just seeing myself walk through that, it was like, boy, that's a little surreal. And it's one of those things where you realize why you're walking, because you don't want anyone walking alone. And it's not just at the CHOC Walk. You don't want them walking alone through whatever they're going through with their family, with their child. And it was just kind of an interesting little moment for me. And again, this is why we do what we do. Well, why I'm surrounded by an amazing cloud of walkers and streamers and friends. And I can't say enough about this. This has been such an amazing journey for me the last couple of years. And I'm hoping that we can make just as much of an impact next year. I'm already thinking about next year. You know, it's one of those things. Last year it was hilarious because we finished the walk, and I remember Jen coming up and what are we doing next year? And next year we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to make sure that we're doing more. And it was literally in downtown Disney. We were discussing what we're going to do next year. So I want to say thank you to you, Zach, for joining us, but also thank you for what you and your team do to help make what the CHOC doctors and nurses and everybody there able to do what they need to do to help the families. So a round of applause for all of you. And then everybody out in the chat who has donated, who has supported us, who has shared out streams, who has laughed with us on our live streams as we get splashed or nearly throw up on a Ferris wheel. Thank you, guys. It has been so much fun this year, and we still have a few more days before the walk to raise some funds. We've got time after the walk. We've got a lot of our streamer team that is really close to different milestones and different little incentive packages. So if you'd like to donate and push somebody over the top on one of those, be sure to go check out their pages and let's get them up and over. And then be sure to join us bright and early. We'll probably be starting right around 4:45, I think, this year with the live streams. A little earlier. You'll have probably 7 or 8 live streams going all together. We're going to do our best to actually complete the entire walk this time, but you know how it is, right, Jen? There's pictures that must be taken. There's autographs that must be had. So, I feel like I'm rambling now, and all I can say is thank you, everyone.
Thank you. It is just you've definitely filled my bucket. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for bringing your community together like this. This is really powerful to do this and bring everyone together in such an incredible way and make it such a difference. Thank you. It's been an honor to spend time with you tonight.
Thank you.
Well,
really touched my heart.
Do you have time for a little Q&A from our guests in the chat there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So if you guys have a
Actually,
question for Zach, please throw it in the chat. And then
anybody
while
on
we're
the
waiting
team,
for
if you guys here on the
Any
screen,
team
if you guys
members
have a
here,
question for Zach,
Are we going to get to see you Sunday? And are
I
we going to
will
get to
be.
shake your hand and take a picture with you Sunday?
I will be out there. I'm going to stay up towards kind of that front, get the kickoff, and just hang out there and say hi. It's a chance for me to get to see. It's just so many people. So please, 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 I will be looking.
I wanted to say thanks for being here, Zach. That's pretty awesome.
No, are you kidding? It's thank you, thank you. I'm a big theme park fan. I'm a little biased to Halloween, so you'll definitely see me at every Halloween activation possible. But yes, I will be there, and thank you all bright and early.
All right. I think we do have
Michelle?
first question.
Oh,
Go
Michelle
ahead,
had a question.
Zach, you said you haven't actually walked the CHOC Walk yet, right? Do you want to join us on Sunday?
I would love to. There will be a day when I will be released to walk, and it'll probably be one of the most emotional days of my life, quite frankly. It's just such a special thing. Sorry I get so emotional about it, because there's just been so many people, and I could have never in a million years imagined I would get to spend such a big part of my life and career with such an incredible amount of beautiful people and something so special and unique in our world. And I think when you think about Disney and as you get to know the greater world and the people, and what I think we all are so attracted to that magic of childhood. And you see this if you want to all come for a tour at CHOC, let me know. I'd love to have you come for a tour. It is a magical place, and we all take an oath to defend childhood. And I know the minute I step into the park, I am brought back to my childhood. I'm 54, and the smell and the music and all the memories and the books, because we had the little record players when I was little in the books. And all those things, all those memories come back. And I think that's what we're protecting. We're all defenders of childhood and the magic. So thank you for keeping that alive. And I will join you, but I have a mission. And once I retire, I will do that walk.
Okay, Zach.
All right.
Can I share one thing with you, Zach? I'm a childhood cancer survivor, and I was not treated at CHOC, but when I looked up your organization, the mission, I'm just really happy to support CHOC because I know what it's like to have childhood interrupted by cancer, serious illness. And the fact that your motto is long live childhood, that's gold. Every kid should have the longest childhood possible. And I'm just so grateful for you and everyone who's created CHOC Walk and all of our amazing people here in this community who've supported all of our fundraising. It's amazing.
No, thank you. And thank you for sharing. It's, you know why we walk, and it's because of you that we're able to be so great. CHOC is a special place. We've grown so much in the time that I've been there, and we're still growing and pushing. And the thing that I'm most proud of is even as we continue to grow and add, we are still focused on the kids and the families. And I really believe it's our oath. And again, I want to take you through so you can see we all sign it and we take that oath, and it's in our Disneyland Resort family lobby. So if you go and grab a coffee, if you're going through, you walk by and you see those signatures and you're reminded. And of course, the minute you see the kids, and I'm particularly, the oncology floor is probably one of my favorite spaces to be part of. A lot of the work that we do supports a lot of special programs. And, it's treating the whole child and the family. And that's the other part I think that's different, and why I just love pediatric healthcare. We treat families, and where else can you go to work? And, you get to see Mickey and Minnie. It's amazing. So, and we have Turtle Talk. I don't know if y'all know that.
We have Turtle Talk at CHOC?
We have Turtle Talk at our Disneyland Resort lobby, and Crush visits us twice a day from Great Barrier Reef. Yeah.
I want to see that.
It's pretty awesome. Y'all are going to be blown away.
Awesome.
It's totally awesome. Yeah, you all have to let me know when you all get settled after walk. Please let me know, and I think I can take up to 8 folks at a time, and happy to show you how you're changing and supporting your community.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I love that.
Thank you, Zach.
No, thank you.
All right. I think we do have a few questions here. First one comes up from Adventures of Road Commish. Walter Knott was one of the visionaries of CHOC, along with his good old friend Walt Disney. Is Knott's Berry Farm still active in the CHOC in any way? So, Zach?
So I am a fan as well, and I don't know if y'all know John, who used to work at Disney, was the general manager until recently over at Knott's Berry Farm, and so we do work with Knott's. It's so different, and I always talk about the two Walts, in that context, because they both were part of that original group that came together, and so there are times, I think, depending on where Knott's Berry Farm is and their journey. We're planning something really special and things for their 100th anniversary, and things didn't work out. But we're still working to try to see what we can do that's unique and special to the farm. And I think that's one of our focuses when we create events or work on special things, is that we really aren't trying to recreate, but we're doing that special and unique and for that. So I'm hopeful that with their new leadership, and John had a big vision. He really worked with us, and we got pretty far with some things. And they also provided Thanksgiving dinner to our mental health inpatient unit every year. And so we're hoping that tradition will continue as well. It's pretty awesome.
Lynn asked a question. I think we know the answer to this one, but will Bell's Brigade walk again this year? Well, yes.
Absolutely. Yes, I'm going to see Belle bright and early in the morning. She is amazing. She inspires me, and I know this is an exciting year for her. And she's just incredible. We have so many incredible kids, and I think her gift is how she, and Dad shared this with me, and I was watching even in her story. She wanted to go through this journey with joy in her heart, and she stayed true to that throughout her journey, and she's bringing it, and she's done such a great job, especially I think growing up and being an aspiring influencer herself, that this has really been an opportunity for her, and also part of her healing journey, to share and to connect and to bring the community together. So I'm glad she's walking, and I can't wait to see what she's going to do in a couple of years when she continues with her career in life.
Right. And then Just Nita says, Zach, can you speak about the support programs for parents of sick children?
There are a lot. We have different groups that kind of come together as advisory councils, which is great. It's another way for families, parents to contribute and help us make our programs in hospital better. So that's kind of where we start, actually, is some of our advisory groups. And they're broken down typically by specialty areas. It really allows us as care providers on every level to continue to innovate and move forward with ways that support families and children in their journeys and experiences. So that's kind of where that starts for us. And then, really as an organization, we've made a commitment through the leadership of our CEO, Kim Kripe, and community leaders to really reevaluate well-being and wellness and what that looks like. For example, our partners over at Hyundai Hope on Wheels with oncology, they are and have raised millions of dollars for pediatric research and cancer care and treatment. And one of the first grants that we received, probably for pediatric oncology and mental health, because insurance doesn't pay for inpatient mental health or counseling support. It really comes from the generosity of our community. And so Hyundai gave us a grant, first grant, just for $50,000 that allowed us to provide, support and counseling. But a lot of our programs for our parents and our kids, are just innovative ideas that have come from either the kids themselves and or the families. We have our child life specialists, social workers, and then music therapists, but they're all working to support the families and the children through their journey. If it's even a blood test, if they're going in for an MRI, radiology, we have a magician who's a phlebotomist and everybody's favorite. So, it's so those types of things that really allow for that experience to be non-threatening or non-traumatizing. And so in all of our efforts, whether it's just that little vaccination or it's something much more major, like, for example, we'd never do a procedure in a child's room unless it's absolutely necessary. We want their room to be a safe space always. So we have a procedure space for that. And a child life person will come out and they'll work on distracting, the patient so that, even if it's a blood draw. Those types of things are just part of our DNA. And so there are so many different ways that we do that. It just depends on the particular journey for that parent and family. And then if it's something that we don't provide, we really do work throughout the community. We know that we have so many children that it does and it will take a village. So one of the things that we do and work on a lot are those partnerships, whether it be with schools. We have a program that we started called Well Spaces, where we're out at high schools and junior highs now. And so it's a special space where kids can go. We found out that kids go and sit in the restroom when they're having a hard time. They didn't have a healthy space to go. So we have, I want to say 42, I think, at Well Spaces now, and we're continuing to push those forward. But it's a place for kids to go, and there's just a quick test. They come in and out and allows to kind of check where they are. If something comes up, it'll kind of notify a nurse or counselor to kind of stop by. But it's designed to be peaceful and calming and some engaging activities to relax them and to give them a well space to be. So we're doing that inside and outside our walls.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Really awesome.
I don't see any other questions at the moment in the chat, but we do have a couple comments. Donnie Land said, thanks to everyone for everything you do to support CHOC and all the children and their families. So thank you so much, Donnie Land, Jen, and Donnie. And then, of course, Tammy Delaney said we will all be there in spirit, if not physically, showing our flags there. So, cool. Do any of our other teammates have any questions for Zach?
No question, but I like your shirt. Just wanted to say I like the shirt.
Thank you. Any favorite rides?
Grizzly.
Space Mountain.
Some
Indiana Jones for me.
Very cool.
Anyone else?
Jen actually loves Grizzly.
Haunted Mansion.
Oh, Haunted Mansion, of course.
Indiana Jones for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, Jen, how many times did you have to do Grizzly, or do you still have more to go?
I still have more to go.
Wow.
And
I'm at
really creative.
56, and I still have to get to 62.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. It's amazing.
Unless more come in, by all means. If you want me on this all summer, I don't mind.
That is really cool.
We don't want you to turn into a raisin, Jen. No.
I go home, I de-prune, I come back, go again. It's all good.
Oh, that is awesome.
And so the fundraising still goes until what, September? We can still keep going?
Yep,
Oh
September 3rd. So September 3rd, because folks want to get that extra ticket or whatever it is. This year we had a record breaking for the Disney, the top level with all of the hotel and stuff. We had so many people. We had to go back and hey, we need extra rooms. We had so many folks that just really record breaking fundraising. It's been really amazing to see. And so we keep fundraising till September 3rd, and then we kind of, get it all processed and fulfilled and get all those extra prizes out to everybody. And then something that we do that's really, really cool, We know some kids aren't able to come to CHOC Walk. So the Disneyland Resort bring the mini walk, MINNIE, to the hospital. And so on September 17th, we are going to bring Minnie Mouse and create a little walk around our Disneyland Resort family lobby. And yeah, so a lot of our sponsors, they get tables and they pass out all kinds of goodies and stuff. And then the kids come down floor by floor, and they get a chance to meet Minnie and experience the magic of the CHOC Walk. And then for those kiddos that can't come down, she goes up and visits all of them.
What day is that again?
Awesome.
That's on September 17th. So it's super cool. And it's been around 20, don't quote me, I think 25 years. But yeah, so it's just a way for us to bring that magic. And then something really cool that the resort just did in honor of the 70th anniversary celebration is just this last Friday. It was the ultimate Disneyland Resort 70th anniversary super party for the kids. So we had, countless characters, massive birthday cake, popcorn, all kinds of games and activities, and bedside visits. And then we were live streaming entertainment from the park, from all kinds of different Disney performers. And so it was a chance for our kiddos to experience some of the excitement for the 70th anniversary. So we get really cool stuff like that for the kids and for the associates that are there. They kind of sneak in what's going on. But so the park is, we're really fortunate. Yeah, we're really lucky.
Wow, that is great.
Awesome.
Well, I want to make sure, right? Before Zach loses your last chance. Where's Zach out in the audience or here on the team? Anything that's come up?
No, but we had one other comment. And that was to Michelle, but Justine was talking to her. Sorry, I thought it was for Zach there, but she did say my daughter cried when Belle talked about how different she felt from other kids. And my daughter said that since about 11 years old and in high school too. So, but I love all the stories that we share. And obviously, we've talked about some of the other, team members who have been affected by this. And we're going to talk some more after Zach leaves here with all of our teammates on why we walk and who we're walking for. But Zach, this has been an amazing experience having you come on. And
thank you.
We're so thankful for everything you do, and thank you for making the Park Streamers, a part of this, especially when we got invited to the media event. And we're just honored to be a part of the CHOC Walk, all of our team members.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for being our voice out there and walking for the kids and doing everything you're doing. Thank you. Can't wait for you all to come visit the hospital.
Yes,
Thank you, Zach.
Yes.
for
Yeah.
sure.
We're going to have to definitely take you up on that offer.
Yes.
And Jungle Cruise just wanted to say, no questions, but just want to say what an incredible cause this is. Thank you, Zach, and your team for all of this.
Thank you. It's our honor.
Thank you.
Well, Zach, thank you so much for coming on. It was great pleasure having you on, and we look forward. Maybe we could have you on next year as well to talk about CHOC Walk. I think it'd be amazing.
Would love it. And I'll bring some maybe some historical pins from previous CHOC Walk years.
Oh,
Some
cool.
collectible ones that have the little Disney stamp on the back.
Well,
From the
and
early
just to let
days.
you guys know, you guys usually sell those at the check-in. You sell in past year's pins and stuff. I did a grab bag last year for a few of them, and they were cool. I was like, wow, this is really neat. So I think it's neat that you still tried to raise money by selling some of the stuff that was from past years, like those pins.
Oh, they're awesome. Yeah, all the cool collector stuff. Yeah, I found an old watch too that they had way back from 1991, and I can talk about that forever. Well, thank you all so much. You have a wonderful night, and I'll see you on Main Street, USA.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks again, Zach.
All right. Oh, what an incredible gentleman and incredible cause that he works for. It's so cool.
Just amazing. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We get even more special guests tonight with you guys on the stream with us. Oh man, I'm just glad I got him to cry. That was my goal. I'm just kidding.
Well, maybe we could talk to our team members, because obviously we all walk for different
Yeah.
reasons. We obviously, have a couple new team.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you all next week. It should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe some of you can tell us why you joined the team and why you're walking and why it's such an important cause to you. And I kind of like to start off with Live and Dead Fam, because you were part of our team last year, and I think it was amazing. I didn't know anything about your story until really right before we walked, and it just blew us away. And so can you kind of share your story with us?
Sure. Thank you. We had a grandson that was born with a birth defect, and he was born at Loma Linda, and Loma Linda just didn't quite know what to do with him because he had what's called an omphalocele. And an omphalocele is when your organs, because all of us in utero, our organs develop in the umbilical cord, and then after a few weeks, they all get sucked back in through our belly button. And his did not go back in. And so, and sometimes that's okay, because there's this protective sac then that protects your organs, and your child can be born, and usually they'll wait a couple of years to do the surgery, and they'll let your skin grow and everything before they go in and do what they have to do. But his protective sac ruptured. So all of his organs were exposed to the umbilical fluids for so long that they were just so mean and angry when he was born. And so he was born at Loma Linda, and Loma Linda did their very best with him, but CHOC Orange County said, you know what, we're going to come and take him. And they wanted to just do everything they could. So CHOC went to Loma Linda, California. It was a windy day, I remember, so they could not fly the helicopter. But I have pictures of the entire NICU just filling up with the team of professionals that came from CHOC to come hand deliver this precious, vulnerable child to CHOC. And they did. And, things were a little tough then because we were still under a lot of C-19 protocols. But there's the things I'm thankful for his time here. He was there for 52 days in his own little private suite. And I'm so thankful for the camera above his crib, his special incubator, being able to watch him 24/7. That guitar was definitely a tearjerker and an emotional remembrance, because I remember watching people come in and play the guitar and sing to Silas. So what an amazing thing that you just don't realize ties into CHOC so much, because of all of the additional things that they do aside from just all the doctors and nurses and the team. But he was there for an amazing 52 days, and he became an angel that 52nd day. And last year, Cordy invited us to be a part of the walk, and we were already thinking on it. But we were still a little shy about it and how to go about it and how to do that with our daughter. Losing a grandchild is one thing, and I don't wish that on anybody, but then getting your child through the loss of their child is next level. And so I said to her, yes, please. And I shared just a little bit with her about why that was just meant to happen, and a thank you. You don't realize when you meet people in your life day to day the amazing impact. And last year was more of a quieter walk, because I often say time helps, but it doesn't heal. And this year, we even have had fundraising for this. So we're just grateful. We're grateful for this streaming community. We're grateful for the streaming team and everyone we've met through all of this, and the support that you guys just don't even realize that you are, not just to everyone at CHOC, but to people that you meet who are quietly mourning the loss, or their child is there fighting a current battle right now, and they're battles that they're beyond explanation.
Well, thank
It's
you so
okay
much.
now, but 3 years ago, I wasn't okay. And this has given me, this has been a vehicle to talk about it and be able to smile now when I do so, because I couldn't before. And so, and feel like we're doing something positive from such an impact in our life, such a loss. And so thank you guys, all of you, every one of you. And may the next Umphalasil baby that comes along that may have some challenges, they learned from Silas. They learned new things. And so what they can't help one with, they can solve, research, figure out, and hopefully help that next one.
Yeah, and I go back to last year and how, when CHOC asked us to walk for the angels that have gone on, and then to find out that, our team was among the families that have dealt with that, it kind of felt like it came full circle for me. And now to hear that it's helped in a tiny little bit, like I said, I'm honored to be walking, for the angels, especially Silas. And it just, like I've said, to see the amazing people that have come around, that have joined up with this, it's humbling to see it, and then the community to rally around all of it, and to be as generous as they have been. It's just, I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those moments where I think, what did I do to land here? It's like I feel like I don't belong here. These people are warriors. They're amazingly good-hearted. Why am I here? I'm theme park cranky. But it's just amazing to be here with you guys, and to hear all the different stories as to why you guys have chosen to walk with us.
Shall we go to Rob? Rob, you are new to our team. Would you like to tell us why you joined our team and why you're excited to be a part of the CHOC Walk this year?
Thanks, Bob. I watched all the streams last year, and it was just so exciting to see everybody having so much fun together, going through all the different meet and greets, and all the stories I heard, like Living Dead fam story. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. That's incredible. And it was wonderful to get to participate in some of these fundraisers. Like I got to hang out with Larry and Rebecca from Goofy Guide Adventures. I got to hang out with Jen's Crochet and Donnyland while you're doing your fundraiser. And I like that there were so many team activities, and I bet it's going to be even better next time. So thanks for letting me be a part of this. It's been wonderful, and I can't wait to hang out with all of you next week and get to do this together.
Yeah. And then congrats on picking Tiana's. I never would have done that. Of course, I think I owe my chat like 9 or 12 rides on it by now, but
See, Tiki's got something to say about it.
Like 17 times and just a few.
Yeah. Well, it's great to have you walking with us this year, Rob.
Yeah.
It is.
Michelle.
No pressure. Wow. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Pablo. Go Tiana's. So I've not been able to do marathon rides. I've been a live-in caregiver for my dad for 3.5 years, and then my mom fell at the beginning of June, and then I was a 24-hour caregiver for 2 people for a month. Didn't leave the house for a month. It's still challenging, and I thought, well, I got to do something. So I created some art, which I had already planned to do, and a raffle. And can I show any of the pieces? Because it started off with, theme park casual and tomatoes. And I was just inspired by all of the ideas and tomatoes flying around in the chat. And then Donnie for his Park Streamer Takeover Fun Day. And I knew he loved Eeyore, and I grew up like with Winnie the Pooh. It was literally my crib stuff. And I thought, let me try to draw an Eeyore. I'm not a real cartoonist. I trace things and I know how to shade. And then Slim had a birthday, and then I made the snacks of Winnie the Pooh because, you got to have snacks and Pooh Bear. And then Jen with her Tigger energy, and then Living Dead fam. I didn't know you guys had a birthday. I was trying to, yeah, there it is. I wanted to honor everyone because I think the people in this community are amazing. All of our streamers, all of you in the chat, like the amount of support that I've seen from everyone's fundraiser from this community is like, it's amazing. And Living Dead family is actually like, they were like my gateway into the community because I met them coming off the tram one night, and there they were. And they trusted me enough to say some things on their stream. They had never met me before. And I said something coherent, I think. And then that's how I eventually found all of you. And can I show any of them very quickly? These, the one that this channel might be most interested in is this one. This is the glitter hat tomato in honor of Tom and TC and their amazing friendship.
I honestly think that theme park casuals should wear the glitter hat. That proves it right there.
But it was just because, like, I love you guys, and I wanted to make something for everyone, really.
That's awesome.
I don't. The drawings are. It's digital because I can't give these away. And then this one, I made Tigger, and then I forgot the friendship bracelet, so then I had to draw them really, really big, and just like, you guys are awesome.
Okay, so you said those were fundraiser items?
Yeah, I was doing that as my digital art because I couldn't get out of the house and do a marathon. If I did, it would have been it would have been.
How would somebody be able to get one of those?
If they donate, each piece is $10. It's a $10 donation, with the exception of, where did it go? The tomato. I have too many things taped to themselves. This is a $30 donation. It's my 30th cancerversary this October 1st. But when you donate the 30 for this, you get 3 of the other ones of your choosing. So thank you, Jen. And I draw them like that's real colored pencils, and then I enhance them in the computer. So it says Glitter Place 28, Tomato Park, Theme Park Tomato. You decide. It's for the kids. So that was my way. But yeah, I would have done It's a Small World as my marathon.
Wow.
So there
And
you go, guys.
Now that I know that fundraising is extended, I'm just gonna keep it open for those drawings until it ends September, whatever, because those are. I just wanted to share my Disney love with all of you.
They look great, Michelle. I'd like to definitely get the tomato with the glittery hat. I'd also like, can we make that a t-shirt for both those guys way up there? I'd like to see both of them rocking it. I know I would rock that shirt for sure.
They'll have to approve it since I use their logos.
Oh man!
I think the court has decided. I think it's
copyright
been approved.
infringement.
It's for the children. It's for the children. For the children, it trumps it all. Sorry.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
So I just dropped Michelle's link in the chat as well. We also have Rob Ola's chat, and then we also have the General Park Streamers page, and you can see all of the streamers, and then just click on their name, and you can donate to each one of their different pages there as well. So if you just go to CHOC Walk,
I thought the fundraising ended.
Yeah, no, it's going and going and going. We got more than a month still. So, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, there's the chocwalk.org/park streamers that will give you the full list of all of the team park streamers, and then just click on their name and you can donate there. But we'll try to drop as many people's links in the chat so you have a direct link to them, but you can easily get to any one of them with the park streamers page.
Oh, I like that. That is sweet. Hey. That is so cool.
Oh, nice.
You know what? I should have put my other background on casual. Actually, maybe I'll do that right now. Casual saw this before we started the stream, and I thought it was kind of neat. So we'll just do this. Oh, I got to move my camera back a little bit.
Look what Tom F said.
What'd he say?
He would have burned that design in the guitar if he knew about it. What's your email, Tom? You supported us so much.
I think we need to go to Jen's Crochet.
Yeah, Bob,
she was part of our team last year. So amazing. And seriously, I got to tell you, I was thankful that I was sitting at home dry while you guys were going on all these Grizzly River runs. And I got to tell you, my dad was loving it, Jen. So I know that he was like, wow, she is dedicated.
I first just want to say, Michelle, you have a beautiful heart of gold. And to know that you're a survivor of over 30 years now, it's an inspiration. It's awesome. It's awesome to see you thriving, being beautiful, spreading love and brightness and kindness, and just, it's an awesome thing. Because as we've seen, it's not always the case. So, you know what? Thank you for being a bright light. It's awesome.
Thank you, Jen. Right back to you, my friend.
And this is part of the reason why, for wonderful celebrations like Michelle. And then on the other hand, for the families that are going through unimaginable things that in a million years I can never know, but just want to help in any way that I can to lessen anything, even if it's just a minuscule, because it's just beyond overwhelming. I couldn't imagine being in Living Dead Mom's place or her daughter's place. It's you can't. And so it's just for me to do something that seems so, in my mind, just, I love Grizzly. I love water. I enjoyed it so much. Like the fact that I can do something like this to help with something so much bigger and greater than I. Wow. Like, how lucky am I? I feel like I'm the lucky one. And I mean, my goodness, when I thought that, oh, I would probably write it like, no joke, I probably thought like the max would be 20. I thought I'd probably get like 20 donations. I'd probably end it in a weekend. It wouldn't be anything major. And here we are. I got to find a day this week. My voice is coming back for ride 56 of 62. And it's been awesome. And no joke, I hope I get more because it's been awesome. Not only has it been fun, but it goes to a great cause. And the other awesome thing about it is I've had so many times where I've had friends join me, and that's been pretty awesome. Like Main Street Cowgirl came and joined me for free runs. She got lucky. No geyser action. I've had TPC and CL and George and Lynn, and we had a big group one with Rob Ola and everything, and it was great. It was wonderful. I don't think we got grizzly action on that one either. I think just splashing. But it's just been so awesome to be able to do that. And then main gate Mimi and my woo girl cheering up on the edge. These are all memories that I'm just going to take with me when I'm an old lady in my rocking chair many, many moons from now, telling, people, I remember back when I was at Disneyland and I rode Geyser 62 times and it was for a great cause. And they're like, sure, Grandma, go back, go to sleep. No, I did. And it's awesome too, because I love that I not just friends who have joined me on the ride, but I've had tons that have been up at the top where the geysers are, because they know that I'm all about the geyser action and I want it. And so I've had friends who have come and friends from the chat who are literally filming that part so they can see it just pour down and me just like, yeah, because I love it. It's my favorite part. And getting those videos later on in the day or seeing them after I get off the ride and I walk down to go get my next single rider pass. And they're like, we saw you. And I'm like, do you want a wet hug? Because here it comes. And it's been awesome. These are just beautiful memories for a beautiful cause. And just being lucky to share them. And then being able to share them with Living Dead fam and being able to do a crossover. That was cool. I thought that was, not only did we just do it and they rode with me, but the fact that we were both in the park on the same day and we said, you know what, let's do a crossover. Let's do this. Cool. We got this. It was cool that we got to hey, we got this. You're riding with me once and I'm going to lose my soul and everything else on the swinging gondolas. And believe me, I wouldn't have done that. The Living Dead wheel. It's its new name. I wouldn't do that with anybody else for any other reason except for the babies. And that's why # for the babies. That's why I did it. And like I said, these are memories. These are beautiful, beautiful summer of love. I'm gonna cherish all of it. Living Dead Dad yelling honey bunny to my honey bunny. That one was the best. It was hilarious. But it is. And hey, look, the summer of love isn't over. We still have the CHOC Walk this weekend. And like I've said, and Michelle as well, I'm keeping mine open. I have no reason to stop. I have no will to stop. I want to keep going. So if any more donations for CHOC Walk runs, for Grizzly runs for me come in, by all means, bring it on and let's go get some # Grizzly action. But the picture, the shirt or the picture of Living Dead Dad? And me, if you haven't seen the picture yet of when I lost my soul on the Living Dead wheel, oh my God. I thought I was going to die. That literally was, oh my God. I don't think anybody thought I was really that scared of it until it actually happened.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I thought that's when my soul left my body right there. It's floating around over there somewhere in DCA.
Such a good capture.
For the kids, Jen.
It was.
As someone who has been on the normal wheel with her, I was very prepared for that, but not that prepared to see that face.
Everybody said, like, we knew you were scared. We didn't know you were that scared. I was like, oh, yeah. The funny thing was, and mind you, I had just came off of quite a few runs of Grizzly. So I was still drenched. So when I got off the ride, I had thought about it, and I was like, oh, no. They all saw I was scared. It's not wet from that. It was wet from just the Grizzly. I was really terrified that they were going to have to shut down the ride. Because I left a puddle, but I swear it was the puddle from Grizzly water.
Jen, you forgot to mention you did get to see them shut Grizzly down for that same incident that you're referring to. So
yeah,
you can mark that down for history
feedback.
too. It was a code, yellow or brown. We're not sure, and we got to. I waited in line for 60 minutes to go on that ride with Jen, and they shut it down as we were the next people on the raft. Okay, 60 minutes I waited. I didn't get to go
but
on.
We were lucky though. We were lucky though. I consider that lucky.
Yeah, better that we didn't go on before the code. I don't know what the situation was, but I'm glad they didn't let us on.
They had to drain it for that one. It was a drain, they said. So they drained it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that one was a drain. When I went, my last run when I went, I had met Larry. So Larry was coming off of it. I was like, hey, I'm going to Grizzly to start my runs today. He goes, oh, well, I just broke it. Larry, why'd you break my ride? And Larry said, I just broke it. I'm breaking all the rides today. He broke all the water rides. And so I went over there and I went straight to them and I asked, I said, is this a code? You're draining the tank? And they said, no, it's not a code. We're draining it. So I was like, oh, okay, good. And we rode Mermaid. And by the time we got off of Mermaid, it was back up and running.
I love how you had to make sure it wasn't a code, whatever, just in case, because you saw what happened before.
I'm not going on after a code, whatever. I'm never being let back in the house if I do. I'll have to live with one of you guys. Who's taking me in?
Nice. And Slim Devin, how about we go on?
Before I spill my heart out, Goofy Guys said some nice things in the chat. I don't know if you guys caught that. Before his chat disappears, I don't know if you wanted to see that before it disappears.
Let me see. I'm trying to backtrack through it. Okay, so he's got, I joined the streamers team because I've always wanted to have a meaningful purpose. Oh, come on, you do plenty, Goofy Guy. And then raising awareness through this channel and the community we've built has been a dream come true. Live streaming from the parks is such a gift, and it means even more when we use it to uplift others. I was raised on strong morals and believe deeply in supporting others. You never really know what someone is going through behind the scenes. And to me, he says, to me, the real magic is in all of us helping each other. That's where the positivity lives. Mm-hmm. So, and then he disappears from the chat. So,
thank you, Larry.
But yeah, Goofy Guy did the canoes, and I think he still owes a few more canoe rides, if I'm not mistaken, unless he's been able to get to the park a few more times. So Slim Devin, you joined us last year, but why do you walk?
Well, first off, I want to apologize if I'm yelling, because you guys know how I am, so I apologize. Okay. So, you know, I don't have children. I don't know anyone who's been in the CHOC before. I'm not from that area. I have lost people before, and you know, I had a whole bunch of things planned to talk about, and after listening to Living Dead Mom up here and Jen and Michelle and you guys basically breaking me and I'm trying to contain it right now. But the Living Dead fam, to me, they're more than just friends, and they're more than people I just watch. They're my family. Okay. And doing this is partially for them now, because how much they mean to me. Their whole family is my family. Their kids, the grandbaby, they're all my family, and I love them very much. So if this is something I can do for them, walking for them, giving support to Mary, Living Dead daughter, I gladly do it. You know, I hold the Living Dead dad's hand when we go on mazes, but that's more for me than him. And you know, this isn't an easy thing. You know, when it comes to this conversation, I try to keep it as light as possible, but it really does hit to the heart. You know, and I would do anything for that family above me. And honestly, I would do anything for any of you guys. I don't talk about my feelings too often, but a lot of you know, you guys all have helped me through some very dark times, and I don't know if I would be here today if it wasn't for a few of you guys, you know, from way back. And whatever I can do to show the support to you guys, but also the children who might not have the support that they deserve and they need. So if I can walk, I gladly walk. And for Jen, I went out of my way, and I don't know if you can see that, but for her, I love her very much, and the Donnyland family. And I don't know if you can see that, but I had to go out and show my little support for Jen and her battle of cancer. And Michelle, I haven't known you that long, but you know, everything you've gone through, you are, as Jen says, you are an amazing and such a kind-hearted person, and you have my support too. And I got more space on my body. There will be another ribbon one day for you and for everyone at some point, you know. And I'm glad to be welcome, part of your team. I'm welcome in your chat every time I can get in the chat and speak, and I'm not timed out by these amazing moderators or hidden from Barry Place or TPC, but they let me come around still, you know. So I'll continue showing my support for the children, for the walk, and you great guys and girls for all you do. And you give us all a place every single day. For some of us who don't feel like we generally have a family or a place to be, you guys are our family, and you guys are our place. So I guess I kind of a streamer. So I try my best to give people a place to feel welcomed, and you know, like you guys did to me, I try to do for others. That's pretty much it. So again, thank you all, Cordy, TPC, Barry, Living Dead fam, Rob, Michelle. You're not a streamer, but you are a great support and a great friend. Jen and Donnie, thank you so much. And everyone else who wasn't able to be in here, CL, she has been such a big support in this community for everybody, including myself. And this walk is important to her too. She's not here, but I do know her boys have gone through some things in that hospital, and it's personal to her. And I know we all care about her and what has gone on with her. And I know there's other people that can't be here tonight, but that's just what was on my head. So thank you.
Thank you, Devin.
Thank you, Slim.
Yeah, thank you, Slim. So awesome to have you part of the team as well. And just guys, so you know, we have a lot of people who couldn't join us who are on the team tonight. But obviously, if they could be on here, you know, I'm sure they would share some of the same sentiments. And obviously, we've been sharing out some of the links to all the people who are here on screen with us, but also to our Park Streamers page. So you can donate to anyone on our team. We encourage you to do so. Most of us have hit our goals, so congratulations to many of our team members that have. We have a few people who are still trying to reach their goals, like Rob Ola, who's on the screen here. I think that we're also, George Ray is trying to reach his goal. We have Brian Sevilla and Tara North. We are trying to get them to $125 so they can walk with us as well. So if you go to our Park Streamers page and you want to make a donation, please feel free to donate to anyone you'd like to. We're definitely trying to help our teammates reach their goals and obviously get to $125 so they can walk with us on our team. And we appreciate all of your support. So many of you have made so many multiple donations, and it's been amazing. You know, just when I think, well, I'm going to try to, you know, raise a little more money today, and the next thing you know, boom, you guys are donating again or trying to help out. And it's been so awesome to see across all of our teammates' channels, you know, the support that we've been getting from many of you, because you've been supporting a lot of us, and we can't say thank you enough. And we're hoping, Danny and Cordy and I were talking about this, we're hoping we're going to have more people on our team next year. We'll be able to raise more money. George Ray said to me the other day when we were talking, he says, this whole team is amazing. It's great. And what Danny's done to put this team together, and the obviously, you know, me and Cordy being the team captains, he's really appreciative of everything we've done. But he says there's one negative. And I said, what's that? And he says, you guys have raised so much money this year. Next year, we're going to have to try to do even more. So that's not a bad negative to have, obviously. But it's just been amazing to see what all of you have done, because we've all tried to do what we can to help this amazing cause.
Yeah, I've said it a number of times already tonight, but just thank you to all you guys who have become part of the team, and thank you so much to everybody who's supported us out there. This has been a tremendous campaign. It's wonderful to have people like Zach join us to talk about it, but also to see that we are doing more than just, hey, we're out here, you know, going to do a CHOC Walk. We're going all out trying to raise funds. We're doing more than just, you know, hey, send some money. It's, hey, let's have some fun doing it. Let's, you know, hear some stories. We don't want to just, you know, kind of randomly be out there, you know, walking. It's, you know, we're trying to kind of put a purpose and have not a goal, but, you know, there's that meaning behind the walk. It's not just to walk and, you know, feel good about raising money. It's to understand that the money is going to real people that are, you know, dealing with things. And there's more to it than, you know, just walking. You know, like Zach said, it's a journey. It's more than just a walk. And so to be on that journey with all of you guys and everybody in the chat and everything, it's amazing. It's humbling. It's heartwarming. So I just can't say thank you enough to all of you.
Yeah, it's it'll be great next year to see our team grow. To is going. Shogi says here, next records are meant to be broken. Next year will be 50,000.
Wow.
I don't have any doubts. Like I think anything is possible. And you know, I know we're physically here. We're going to be walking. And I know we've all thanked, but everybody out there that has supported us by sharing, by donating, just kind of being in the streams as everybody's doing these challenges and raising money for such a wonderful, wonderful organization. Thank you all. Your generosity is just, I mean, we keep saying it's just beyond amazing. It just, we couldn't, you know, ask for more. So you are here with us. You will be walking with us virtually. You'll be in our hearts. You're all with us. So thank you all very, very much for everything.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of thank you, real quick, let's thank Weird Old Man again for the 10
Yes.
Park Streamers Hangout
Oh.
memberships, as well as Tammy Delaney
Yes.
for the gifted 5 Park Streamers Hangout memberships. So thank you so much for doing that.
And just, I did take a screenshot. So just in case you didn't see, you were gifted a membership by Tammy is Cosmic Glow Gemco, Goofy 23, DVC Alani, Geo Fright Fest, and Doom Boogie, and Jen Elizabeth. So congratulations to you all.
Is he Geo Fright Fest already?
I know.
Wow. That's a little early there, George. Whoa. And Slim.
Careful what you say about Halloween. Don't forget who we have with us here.
Yeah,
Careful.
I know.
Thank you, Slim.
Thank you, Slim, for gifting a Park Streamers membership. I appreciate that. Who'd that go to?
Congratulations, Steve Alkire.
Oh, very cool.
Wonderful. Well, if we have any last questions, I know we're getting a little past our time, but
Yeah.
if there are any, Disney Love.
Disney Love.
Thank you, Disney Love.
Congrats, Smoking
Park
Thrills.
Streamers.
Smoking
Much
Thrills.
love, Disney love.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you, for all your donations. I saw that we see them pop up, and it's just like,
I know.
So next year, can we wrap Barry's car glitter? A glitter wrap his car? Because we're gonna have to.
First of all,
we're gonna have
I never
to
agreed to glitter.
Yeah, but Barry, it's 50. It's next year. It's for the children. We have to go bigger.
Oh, we'll
Right?
find something new. There'll be something new that we can.
What's bigger than a hat? You rolling up in a Park Streamers mobile, glitterized. Come on.
Wow. Hey, by the way, I just want to say thank you to Disney Love again. She just donated to Tara North's page. So Tara is up to $60 now, getting closer. And we are up to $33,061 now. So we're over the $33,000 mark there, everyone. So thank you so much.
Debbie Bernfeld, 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Debbie.
Oh, Debbie, thank you so
Debbie.
much.
Hi,
Always great to
Debbie.
see you here.
Congratulations to Share Thing, Cool Drummer, RJ Pixes, Aurora, DJH Ambient Alliance, Kuzkatopia, Annette Navarro, Phil Metzger, Song Daddy, Christina Holmes. Congratulations to you all on your gifted membership. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
And since we're on the topic of thank yous, we saw it earlier, but the amazing guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Case.
Thank you to Tom F., to Izzo's Place, and to Go and Shogi.
Izzo is in the chat now. So, Izzo, thank you so much. That case is just beyond amazing.
Yes, thank you. Okay, any questions from you guys here, from our audience?
I love that. That's awesome, Labola. Yay.
That's funny.
Just a reminder that there will be, how many of the people on screen right now, raise your hand if you will be streaming that morning of the CHOC Walk.
Oh.
I will be videoing. How about that?
There you go.
So we'll have several streams going because I think Goofy Guy, I can't remember if he's available to walk that day, but he'll probably be streaming if he's walking with us. Who else? We need to get Brian Sevilla up to the point of walking so that he can join us. Christy PH Disney will probably be streaming. She wasn't able to join us tonight.
I'm not sure. She might be traveling, so hopefully she'll be with us, though.
I think she's going to be here. We were talking about t-shirts.
Oh, she is? Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wasn't sure.
We gonna pregame some Denny's or something before the walk? What's the situation here?
Want a nap? No.
So should I bring the pizzas, but prior breakfast pizza for everybody, or what's?
Well, I was laughing. I was laughing when Zach said get sleep. I was like, dude, you don't need sleep. Just go 24 or like I did 36 hours, and it's all good.
No,
I still don't know how you did that.
I don't know either. I'm not doing it again. That's all I know. But I would be fine probably meeting up, like maybe 2:30 or so, get some breakfast at IHOP or something, and then head over to
2:30.
what?
That's even
Do you
earlier.
think anybody will be up after that? That's the question. How
Well,
many
you got-
people left early last time because they're like, we're heading out. We gotta go nap.
Well, that's just it. That's what me and Bob did. We met at like what, 3:00 at
No, at
IHOP.
3 in the morning at IHOP. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had breakfast and then went over
Oh,
to.
sorry, you said in the AM. Sorry, I thought you meant after the walk. Gotcha.
No. Well, we did meet up after the walk, but
Yeah.
but not very many people lasted past, I think, 2 p.m. So, but yeah, 3 a.m. is fine with me, casual. I think 2:30 is a little too early.
At
What are the
that
hours
point,
of the CHOC Walk?
2:30 is too early, but 3's fine. That
Yeah,
makes no sense.
exactly. It's a little bit late. It's an extra half hour for me to sleep. What are the hours of the CHOC Walk? So the CHOC Walk starts at 6 a.m. That's when they do.
Actually, hang on. We got the confirmation email that has the itinerary for the day. So let me read that
excuse
off to
me.
you guys. So
We got the official itinerary.
yeah. So the event schedule: 4 a.m. The Mickey and Friends parking structure opens. 4:50
Going way back.
a.m. 4:50 a.m. Disneyland Park main gates open to CHOC Walk participants. 5:15 the opening moment begins on Main Street, and at 5:30 the CHOC Walk steps off on Main Street. So
Starting
I will
earlier.
probably be live, if not 4:45. By 5:00 I'll be live. So everybody else will be live as they see fit, but you can count on me being live by 5. Ooh, I like that. Live by 5.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, just we just got a bunch of gifted memberships, and you got one of them. So congrats.
And it does count if you're running through downtown Disney.
Yes.
What? Oh man.
I'm gonna try.
And then the CHOC Walk should be completed by 9 a.m. That's pretty much when everybody's like, all right, you got to be out of the park because we're opening the gates to the regular people.
You mean us when security was ushering us out?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
When they didn't let us finish the other part of the walk because we were taking too long.
They gave us a shortcut.
That's why we
All
need
the
to start
great
on time.
pictures we
too.
have.
Well, the Living Dead mom finished the whole
Yes.
race. She completed it.
We sure did.
No, there's no map of the course. You just kind of follow. They actually have it kind of taped off, or where you can actually go, or they have cast members directing you where to go.
Yeah.
Whether it's front stage or backstage. So.
And a place to meet before for the pre-race picture. Yeah, we're going to try to have everybody meet by, like, obviously they open the gates at 4:50, so it'd be nice to be able to have everybody gathered up and collected by 4:40 at the latest, so that we can get a picture right there in the center area with the 70th Castle installation in the Esplanade. We'll do it there like we did last year.
4:30.
4:30.
I'll be there 4:30.
So yeah, if we could do 4:30, we could all gather for a team picture there.
Well,
This way, if we do get separated on the
Was it
walk,
lunchtime?
hopefully we'll be able to do another picture in front of the castle as well, because usually that's early enough in the walk that we haven't started, getting distracted by characters and other stuff like that.
Candy says, I think they should have the walk through the treehouse.
When you see how many people it is,
Yeah,
you'll realize why they don't do that.
Yes.
That was one of the big stops. I remember they had Jack Sparrow and Redwood, and it was like,
Yeah, that was one where a lot of people were stopping because I mean, when you got the characters that are face characters and can chit chat and sign autographs and everything, everybody's going to be hanging out with that.
I was excited because they had Indiana Jones, and I think that was the first time I personally have ever seen Indiana Jones in the park.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I was excited for
Very
that.
rare. Very rare
They had a
character.
Cheshire Cat too, and they had a
I
bunch
like
of people.
Cheshire Cat. Yeah,
Yes, that was awesome.
that's a good one.
Bob won't be sleeping. He'll just be getting home. Probably.
extra. Okay.
Yeah, you're like, oh, sorry.
Extra early. Yes.
All right. I think we need to wrap it up now,
Yeah.
don't you?
All right. Well, again, thank you all who joined us in the chat. Thank you to everyone here. CL on Sunday, if not sooner. Yeah, what a great thing to be doing all together. I'm so happy to be a part of this. So, do we want to? It was like, wait, how we just go around the whole room, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's start with Devin. Where can people find you? When will you be streaming next? I saw you're streaming today.
Yeah, I probably will be streaming Friday. I think I'm going to try a Finding Nemo marathon and try to raise a little bit more money. I know it's a ride no one really does, and most people think it's the worst ride in the park. And I feel like that's a fair thing for me to try then for that reason.
Okay.
So let's see if my connection holds up. And you can find me on YouTube and the Instagram. And that's it. Thanks.
Thank you. And Jens Crochet, Donnie Land. Let everyone know where to find you. When will you be streaming next?
Donnie Land on all the social medias. Jen's Crochet on Instagram and YouTube. And I'm hoping to get another shot at Grizzly this week for sure. I'm thinking Thursday. That's when I don't have tutoring and I can get there and start ride 56 of 62.
Ooh,
Yay! So it'll be an early one.
Okay, and the Living Dead fam.
You can find us on YouTube and all the socials at the Living Dead fam. And I think our next stream might be the CHOC Walk stream on Sunday.
Okay. Wonderful. And Rabola.
You can find me on Instagram and YouTube, and I will probably be streaming on Friday. I'll go hang out with Slim Devin and help out his fundraiser. Maybe I'll just like have a view of the outside of the lagoon while he's inside of the sub. It's not really my favorite ride, but I'll give it a try. Thank you.
Awesome.
Michelle.
Hello, friends. I don't live stream yet. That's a lot of energy you guys need to have. I make content videos, so I will just keep editing them as soon as I can get back to editing them. And I am on YouTube and Instagram at michellednicola.com. As you see it right there on the screen. My name is my brand, which is why I'm not on X, because I'm one character too short there. So yeah. But I make fun and silly stuff, and hopefully some of it's good.
And Mr. Bob Berry plays 28.
All right, everyone. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook at BerryPlays28. And I will be streaming on Wednesday, so you guys can come join me there. I would like to, I've hit my goal, so I would like to encourage everyone to donate to all my teammates. So if you are looking to donate, please look at the CHOC Walk page for the park streamers and go donate to some of the other streamers who are out there this week, like Rabola and Slim Devin and Jen's Crochet, because I know they're trying to raise more money, or some of the other teammates are on our team that couldn't be here tonight. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could do that. I think it'd be awesome if we could raise some more money for our teammates. So there we go.
Wonderful. And Theme Park Casual.
You can find me on YouTube, X, and Instagram, all of them at Theme Park Casual. I will be live streaming for my usual favorite Wednesday night stream from Southern California in Disneyland that starts around 5 o'clock.
Very cool.
And yeah, just like Bob, be sure to check out all the different park streamer teammates and make sure to donate to them, help them reach their goals, and push them a little bit further.
Oh, we have this. Take a bow. Thank you, Slim. There you go.
I love it.
Never gets old.
Cordy in California. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and I have my Discord and Blue Sky. And I'm gonna try again for Summer Nights Tuesday.
Awesome.
Tomorrow.
That's more
That's
fun.
tomorrow. We'll see.
Oh,
Hopefully.
look at this. Jason Thibodeau, thank you so much for gifting another 10 Park Streamer Hangout memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Flags in the chat.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all for a wonderful night. We here's where we say goodnight. And it's
Good night, everyone.
I'm never gonna get it right, because that's what's going on in my head.
Okay. the kids, dreamers, and jammers.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Thank you again.
All right. See everybody.